Be very, very quiet. I am hunting Hot Wheels. Well, hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to another episode of Hunting with Miss Peg. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to try to wrap this up and grab some of the highlights of my trip up to Cincinnati to the Hot Wheel Club. And then also I did some picking yesterday at a flea market. So I'll show you those and see what we got. All right, let's get started. Okay, so here is a couple of these red stealth cards, and as you know, I collect these, and as you see, I've got all these here. Looks like there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I got 16 more, and there's probably doubles and probably triples. But if I know I've got some, I always, I always leave them behind, especially if they're pretty bad. There's a couple that's always hanging on the pegs, but I try to leave those for somebody else. All right, so we'll move these out of the way, and we'll get on with the show, as they say. Get on with the show. Really big shoe. Should have had these screwed to the sides. Oh, yeah. Check those out. Cool stuff right there. Cool runnings, as they say. All right, so we're going to start off with this one right here. I can't remember if I showed this in an earlier video, but there was a lady there that was selling a bunch of loose cars, and she said that her and her sister would open these up when they was little, and they'd race them and play with them. And she said she kept them in really good shape, which this is really good shape, as you see, really good shape. And she had a bunch of them there, but I like this one here. I got this one off of her. Let's see if we can't get in there. "1977 is the casting. Don't know if that's the actual year that come out or not, but check that big snake out. Don the Snake Prudhomme. That's pretty cool. Yeah. But anyway, that was one of the loose ones. And then here was another loose one I got. I got this on the cheap. I forget how cheap this was. Guy wanted rid of every one of his Hot Wheels that he had. This was at a Corbin Con or something like that in Corbin, Kentucky, at the Civic Center. He had a handful of loose Hot Wheels, and he gave me an awful good deal. The Final Hoist, Final Run. I thought that's pretty cool. The City of Hot Wheels. And then check this little guy out. I was told this was a Johnny Lightning. I really did not know. Well, right there it is, Johnny Lightning. Well, I overlooked it. See if we can get in on it. Yep. Wow. All I know is he doesn't go down the track. Rubber wheels and all. But he does look cool. The original wheel stander. Wow. That's pretty cool right there. I like that. I had to get that one. Alrighty. Now I'm just going to breeze through these guys right here. At the Diecast show, there was a guy, he has some factory seal cars. He was letting go for $1 a piece. And I said, well, let me see what you got. And I got all these Mustangs. They're all factory sealed. And don't you know, while I was standing there, I'd already bought some. I'd already bought these and had them in a bag. And I was looking through some more of his stuff. And there was a guy come up less than 2 minutes after I bought these, and he was looking for Mustangs. So that just goes to show you, if you come across a deal, you better snatch it up, or it will be gone. Gone, gone, gone. All right, so here, check this out now. I like this. Same number, 180, is it 183? Yep. And different colors. I get into stuff like that for some reason, I don't know. That's too cool right there. Plus it's got the 76 on it. That's nice. Really good stuff. Get the spirit, it says. I got the spirit, how about you? Easy now. Alright, so here we go. Purple Passion. I loosely collect these guys. I don't go out looking for them, but if I see them, I'll get them. And this one intrigued me because of the color. I like it. It's just the color combination that I like. I mean, it works. Yellow, yeah, okay, but those aren't really flames, are they? I guess, I don't know. The Purple Passion in yellow. Does that mean it's Yellow Passion? All right, I'm gonna do that one. Check this out now. See if we can't get the year on it. 96. And the card ain't too bad. It's got a couple little soft corners. But for it to be that old, check that out. Second Wind. I like finding stuff like this. I mean, for it to be that old, I wish that's all was wrong with me. Had little soft corners, a few soft corners. But that's all right. And he's number 6. Kind of reminds me of Speed Racer in a way. I don't know why. I never really watched Speed Racer, so I may be way off base, but that one's pretty cool. Second Wind. Now check this out. I don't know if I've ever seen this. Cards are a little rough, but it's a 96. The London Standard. See how close we can get here. The Great Newspaper, it says. Check that out. That's a double-decker, right? Don't go around the curves too fast. You tip over. The London Bus. Hey, I live close to London. I've never seen that bus. Alrighty. So here we go. Here's some muscle now. We're going to get into some muscle cars. Now, the vendor that sold me this, he said that this car right here, not this particular one I'm holding, but one just like it, got him into Hot Wheels when he was like 14-year-old. He said he come home one day and his mom had him a car and handed it to him and said, "Here you go, here's your Hot Wheel." I can't remember if it was his birthday or what, but it was this car. It was, well, one just like it. Classic Cobra. And he said from there on he was hooked. But it was this one right here. And so just with that story alone, I had to buy this one. And then this one here's a 57 Chevy. Look at those wheels, man. I'd say he would zip down the track. He's not too heavy. But check that motor out. He'd be hitting on all cylinders, wouldn't he? Yeah, that's a good one. And then here, Stars and Stripes. I don't particularly collect all these, but they don't go so good down the track. But man, they look good, don't they? Check all those stars out. He's got 7 stars. Wonder what that represents. Nothing. It's just all they could fit on there maybe in that stripe. Zoom in on that baby. There you go. That is cool. And here is a Mustang. There's 68 Mustang. Yeah. What's he got right there? Must be a pride thing. That is cool looking. Wonder if the hood comes up. Looks like it does. Number 165. That's nice. Now this one, I thought it was an error when I first got it because I thought these Hot Birds, all of them had the insignia on the hood. After doing some research, it didn't come up that it was an error, but I still think it's an error. But AI don't think it's an error, so we'll go with that. But it said that if you have the smaller insignia on it, not the one that takes the whole hood, but if you have the smaller one, that's the one that collectors are sought after. Or there's variants that doesn't have this Hot Wheels on the back. So I did learn a few things, but I was thinking I had an error. But it's still a cool looking car. Hot Bird. And here we go. 49 Merc. Daggone. I'm going to buy me a Mercury and cruise up and down these roads. That's what I'm going to do. Put the top down. And let the tape deck flow. That's cool looking. And here's a Cadillac Eldorado. Remember that song by Mr. Ted? That's a cool song. This is a cool looking ride right here. He's the police. Don't mess with him. He's got the red tinted windows, or pink. Let's hope they're red. Exactly. Alright, here we go. Here's another one. A Plymouth Fury. A 57 Plymouth Fury. That's nice. That looks like one of those old cars you might see on the Daytona 500 or something, huh? Back in those days. Maybe, maybe not. Plymouth Fury. That's nice. Now here, I just threw this one in here because most of the time you get that one that's got the skull on it, like they use for Halloween or whatever. But this one, I like this color. Let's see. It's pretty cool. I try to clean these up a little bit. It was a little dirty. Must not have done too good a job. But he is nice. He looks good anyway, don't he? Running down the track. And here's a Plymouth Roadrunner. Check that guy out now. He would be he'd be good. He accelerates. Yeah. That's what he does. Well, it could be a she. We'll just say they accelerate. How about that? Neat. And here is a 55 Nomad. Let's get in on that one. Man, this has got a lot of dirt on them. I have to do a better job of cleaning them next time. Look at that. That one. That's the Heat Fleet. Flames, heat, maybe. We'll go with that. That's nice. And here's another Stars and Stripes. The GTO. Whoa, 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 whoa. You see, he's got the flames. He's got the flames. Yeah, sorry about that. Just got excited. Anyway, I like those wheels. He's got some decent weight to him too. He might would. Well, he's a little narrow. Oh well. He had a thought there for a minute anyway, didn't he? And now check this one out. Roads to Ruin, it says. Look at there. Big skull in the front. Saying, drive me. He's a wastelander. Dodge Charger. Focus. Focus. Come on. Focus. There you go. You know you want to. He's not wanting to. Planet Hot Wheels. He's a nice one. And here, this card is terrible. I tried to get a deal, but he wanted $2 for this one, but I went ahead and got it because this one will probably be on maybe my June Decide Your Ride. If I don't lose him in all the other Hot Wheels I got. I figured since I was going to crack him open, the package don't matter. But he's a top 40. That's what it says anyway. He's a 55 Nomad. Zoom in on that baby. I like it. Decent weight too. Then here, now if the police all drove these, we'd be in trouble. Car 122, we need you. Birmingham. Alabama. I wonder if that's I wonder how close that is to Greenbow. Regardless, you could get there in this baby in no time. There you go. Now here you go. Here's a nice one. Custom 53 Chevy. Number 34 of 36. That got a see-through hood on it? Why, maybe. Never seen such. That's nice. Now here's a little short card. You know me and the short cards, I like them. Especially if it's a Barracuda. Dun 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 dun. Mopar. What else he got there? Some things I can't see without my glasses on. Plymouth Barracuda Formula S. He is nice. And here's some with white flames. A 67 Pontiac GTO. Get up close and personal with that guy. Wow. This is one of the better ones as far as looks. I like the way the colors run together. That is neat. Then here's a Super Bee. That's cool. Super Bee. And here is a 69 Ford Torino Talladega. That's a good song by Mr. Church. If you know, you know, right? Now, here we go. Here's some winding up here. 32 Ford Delivery. I got this one because look at the tires. Got the red line on them. Not sure if that means anything, but it does to me. I like it. Makes them look cool. There you go. Born in 32. Hence, it's a 32 delivery. Now here is a couple cars. Here recently I've been collecting these ID cards, and I'll probably, if I find another one of these on a card like this, I'll probably use it along with these two in my rival run. But I like this Dodge Charger, man, that's cool looking. GT Hunter is okay, but you put it beside this guy. I mean, he's, you know, people's gonna be looking at this one all day. There's the chip. I think it'd be cool if they played upon that, you know, some more on that chip thing. Now here is a Mac Porsche. Just thought I'd show that one. That was pretty cool. That was a hot ticket item at Diecast show. People was snatching those up left and right for some reason. Hey, it's a Porsche. It's a Zamek. Why not? And then here, check this baby out. The Lamborghini Diablo. Now that's, as far as Lamborghini goes, that's the Diablo is my favorite. I mean, was it the one in the Cannonball Run? I can't remember. But baby, that thing will scream. Collector number 227. Lamborghini. What year? 91. Whoa. He needs to be cut free and run like the wind, bullseye. Here we go. Here's a Ford Vicky Classic. 11 of 30. I'm trying to collect a bunch of these classics every time I find a good deal on them. A lot of people want $10, $15 a piece for these things. Yeah, that's too much. Usually, hopefully I can find them around $3 and $5. That one's a good one. Now check this guy out. Now I didn't get this one for $1. I had to pay a few dollars for this one, but it is a first edition Ferrari F50. Let's get in on that guy. Man, look at that. Where's the Ferrari symbol? Maybe they didn't put those on those back then. Kind of a plain bottom, but look at that, man, that's sharp. See him in your rearview mirror like that, then just half a second later, you're like this. And then half a second later, no more. And we're going to end on this guy. Dun, dun, dun. Treasure Hunt. Dun, dun, dun. Limited edition Scorching Scooter. Now, I don't know if he'd go down the track or not. But I probably won't pop him open, but I do have others. We may just do it for fun, just to see. That wide tire might hold true on a drag strip. But there he is. Limited edition Scorching Scooter. Treasure Hunt series. 97. Alrighty. Well, I appreciate everybody for watching. And until next time, everybody have a good one.